Hello, everybody. I wanted to take a little pause from the posting the videos in Negros because I just got back from Negros, but I still have to post some of those videos. But I want to take a little break from that to post this video because I was out tonight with some friends just at one of the bars down on High Street in BGC here where I live, and having a couple beers, enjoying good company with some friends. My girlfriend is still in Negros with her parents and her daughter, so she's spending Christmas there. She'll be back in time for New Year's Eve, so we'll celebrate Christmas when she gets back, and then New Year's Eve, and we'll ring in the New Year together. But in that kind of vein, I wanted to talk a little bit about foreigners that live overseas, or specifically here in the Philippines, expats, Westerners, however you want to call them. This time of year can be difficult for people who don't live in their home country and are away from their family and friends. So I want to kind of talk a little bit about that, and about that the possibility of depression setting in this time of year, especially if you're from the West and you grew up celebrating Christmas with family and friends and the whole thing. And I was thinking earlier tonight, it's like, what I really miss about Christmas, other than being with family and being with friends. I obviously I miss that, but I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up in Nebraska, and I've lived mostly in the Midwest and a little bit in the South, but not too far south where the weather isn't always, perfect. So I kind of miss the snow during Christmas season. I miss that cold, crisp air, and just going out at night when it just recently snowed, and you have that blanket of white snow, maybe 4 to 6 inches. Not so much where you can't drive, but just a nice blanket of white snow, and it's cleared off, and you're outside, and you can see all the stars. It's just such a clear night, and so crisp. The air is so crisp and cold, but not so cold where you just can't stand it. And I just kind of miss that. That is Christmassy to me, And so I think that's one thing, living here almost 2 years now. It's my second Christmas I'll be here. That's probably what I miss. Miss the weather, miss those Christmassy nights with the snow and the crisp, clean air, and also going to a midnight mass on Christmas Eve. I grew up Lutheran. I've always been Lutheran. So Lutheran is kind of like Catholic light. So we don't have mass, we have service, but we do most everything that the Catholics do, with the exception of some things. But going to that midnight mass and lighting those candles and singing Silent Night right at midnight, those things just stick in my mind. And and that's one thing that I haven't done yet, being here in the Philippines and being in Metro Manila and BGC, is finding a church. And I know I've looked it up. There's a couple of Lutheran churches around here, so I will do that. That is definitely on my list. Whether you're religious or not, it's just a neat thing to gather with friends and family, and and enjoy Christmas. We've got our packages here, and we got a little Christmas tree up. It's nothing big, nothing special. Next year we'll probably go out a little more and we get a bigger tree, but this is what we have this year, and it's going to be special, and even though we're not going to be able to celebrate together on Christmas, we will a week later, and it'll be really neat. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about just making sure that you've got people here, if you're living in the Philippines or anywhere other than your home country. If you're out there alone, like me, a lonely bull, have somebody, have a group, have a circle of friends. And it doesn't have to be a lot of people. It can be just a small group, but have those people that you can be around during this holiday season, because the worst thing that can happen is if you're alone. And this time of year, uh, that depression can really hit hard, and I don't want that to happen to anybody. So, like tonight, I was out with a couple of my friends, my buddies, and we were just having, we had dinner and we had a couple of drinks, and we had a good time. So, and we'll continue to do that, and I've got some Filipino friends too, and some American friends. I got a Canadian friend. We've got English friends. So I've got friends from all countries, but the main thing is you have to have friends. You have to have those people that you can congregate with especially in these times with the holidays coming up. I don't want anybody to be alone and be depressed, especially if they're not at home. And it's okay to miss home. It's okay to miss, if you're from the U.S. like I am. It's okay to miss your family. I miss my son. And just to be completely honest, we're not real close, but we'll tell each other we love each other and that. So we've got that connection. But I miss him. I miss seeing him, and I miss my cousins and my sisters. They're very special to me, and this time of year you're going to miss them. And they're scattered all over the country there. So even if I was back at home, I wouldn't be able to see all of them on Christmas. I'd be able to see a couple. But being here, you start having your own family or your own circle of people that you're very close to. And that's important. It's important to have friendships and family, even when you're overseas, especially here in the Philippines. I want everybody to understand that, and I want everybody to enjoy and embrace those friendships when you're not at home, when you're away from your home country, because that can be very, very, very hard. And depression is a real thing. I've never really suffered from depression. I've been down, but I've never been to a point where I've never been to the bottom. And I know some people who have, and I've known some people who know some people who have, and that's not a good thing. I've always been a survivor, so I've never gotten to a point where I thought I couldn't get back up if I was down. And I make the most of everything. I just enjoy life. And that's what I want you guys to do. That's what this message is all about tonight, is just enjoying life wherever you are. Make even the simplest life, you can make it special. I have a simple life. I'm not materialistic. I'm very, very simple as far as how I live. I'm in a 50 square meter condo on the 29th floor of my tower, and it overlooks Makati. You can see the Makati skyline in the background there. It's a beautiful view, but it's small, relative to American standards. 50 square meters is probably 900 square feet, or a little over 900 square feet. Right about that, I think. I don't know. So somebody comment if I'm wrong. But that's not big in American standards. America, everything's big. Everybody has to have something big, but I don't need that. I'm one of those guys that just want the basics. And so when I moved over here for the job that I took back in the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022, I got rid of everything. I had a house full of furniture and I sold it all. I had really nice furniture, mostly new, lazy boys, recliners and couch and love seat and that. I had brand new coffee table and end tables that I had just purchased before I accepted this job. I got a really nice bed that had one of those hotel mattresses that were about yay thick. Everything. I mean, it was I loved where I lived. I was living in a little townhouse, and it was expensive. It was $14.50 a month, which at the time I didn't think was bad, but compared to what I'm paying now, it's like 3 times what I'm paying now. I'm paying a little over $600 a month for my condo. I just got my utility bill, my first utility bill here, and it was a lot lower than what I'd paid before when I was living in Fairways Tower for a year. So I'll do a budget video, an update on my budget here, and let you guys know what my expenses are living here in BGC, the most expensive city or district in the Philippines. So, but still, it's way under what you'd pay in the States or most Western places. So, but I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday. You know, if you're not a Christian and you don't celebrate Christmas, just have a happy holiday season. Have a great season. Be happy. Go out and be with people, and just enjoy where you're at. Enjoy your life, and it's okay to miss things that you don't have here anymore. Like here I miss snow, but only during Christmas, no other time. But there's other things obviously you miss. It's okay to miss that, but don't dwell on it. Don't get to a point where you're so depressed and you can't function in the real world that you're in because you miss everything so much. You're here for a reason, I assume, and that's to have a good life and enjoy life. Maybe you've got a woman, maybe you've got a new family here. That's fantastic, and just good on you, and just enjoy it and have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas to everybody, and mabuhay, live life. All right, take care.